Hello, Igniting community. Welcome to my bed. This is a very different kind of video because, as you can see, I'm in my bedroom. I'm in my bed. I've thrown the covers off, like pushed them away so you can see more clearly what I'm doing. But when I do my morning yin practice in bed, I often, especially in the winter and still because it's still cold, I have the blankets over top of me. Even as I'm in certain poses, I'll turn this way and I'll have the blankets up over my back just to keep nice and warm. So I wanted to share with you what I do every single morning. I mean, I might miss one morning per 3 months. And I think this is something that really does help keep me flexible, supple, keeps my joints lubricated, and I do specific poses to help certain organs. So the 4 poses that I do every morning, I'll explain a little bit and very briefly, because you can look it up if you want more detail. I just want a short video to give you a little spark of morning yin. Okay, so I often use thieves oil in my diffuser that I have beside, not my bed here, but my other bed in like the extra room. Sometimes I go there and do it because I have my sheepskin there and it's all comfy cozy. And I have my, I get up and I get a cup of warm lemon water or apple cider vinegar instead of lemon, one or the other. And I take little sips in between my poses. And then I do my breath work, 10 minutes of breath work. So I do about a half hour of yoga practice in bed before I even get up. Like before I even start my day. Sometimes I won't get the water even if I'm really feeling like I just really need to snuggle up more in bed. Then I just do the yin and the breath work before I get my water, and then I'll do the water later before taking anything else, though, of course. Anyways, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like our videos, and there are so much available, ladies, really, and men, and whoever. Igniting Community has so many presenters that have a variety of skills and knowledge that we're sharing. So feel free to browse and check them out. So my morning yin. I always start with butterfly pose. So I bring my feet together. You probably know what butterfly pose is, but if you don't, okay? So you see my 2 feet are, the soles of the feet are together. Bring them in as close as you can to your groin. And then trying to keep your back straight, not too hunched over. Come down. Now you can come down farther into a forward fold when you're in bed. It's different than being on the floor. So just come down as comfortably as you can. And if you need pillows, you can fold your pillows or do a few pillows and rest on that. But I like to just come down and rest my head. So make sure that your head in all the yin poses that you do, whether it's these ones or some other ones that you're experimenting with or trying out, or maybe you're already doing yin yoga. It's important to support your body in the pose so you can comfortably hold it for 3 to 5 minutes. So you don't want to be doing your butterfly pose like this and have your head just hanging, because it's not sustainable for 5 minutes and being comfortable. So do you see how some people can be like this? It's not good. It's too much strain on your neck, your head. It's encouraging that forward head, that text neck problem that we have in society today, which I'll address a little bit later. So anyway, so I would be like this. So you see my back is fairly straight. And I just hold that for 3 to 5 minutes, usually 5, because I like to take my time in the morning, and it just feels so good to be doing these poses before you even get out of bed. So that's the first one, always the first one. Most yin practices begin with butterfly pose, because if we're following the meridians here inside the thighs, which is activated, that's the main activation. It really sends a lot of circulation and oxygenated blood to all the organs. Okay, so the second one is child's pose, which I think most people are familiar with. So I'm not going to elaborate too much on that, but I want to show you. You can either have your knees together and your stomach comes down over it, which helps stimulate the organs here, but it will stimulate the organs if you have your knees open as well. Now, if your knees are open, you make sure, either way, you make sure your big toes are touching. So, and again, now the back is more rounded if the legs are close together. And if the legs are open, then you're coming down farther down. So you're getting more of a stretch on the back. So really stretch out your arms if you can, if that feels comfortable. You want it to be comfortable so you can hold it, okay? So if you can't get down enough to be resting your head, again, use your pillow. It's okay, use your pillow. Use your pillow. So make sure your head is supported, okay? That's my second pose. My third pose is Sphinx pose. For me, I like to do Sphinx pose every day because it really helps stimulate the colon. And if you watched my last video, you know that I have Lynch syndrome, which predisposes me to colon cancer. So I like to take care of my colon extra. But taking care of our colon is a good thing. And it has other benefits as well. It creates good suppleness in the spine. Spine is so important. Spine health is so important for good health, for good posture. Good posture is super important for our overall health, even our breathing. Because as we age, you know, we slump forward. There's that forward head thing that a lot of people have, or a little hump in the back here. And then the more you start to round, the fascia in the body just, it's like gets stuck there, and you become more rounded and rounded. And when you do that, you're closing in the lungs. So there's less capacity. But anyways, okay, so Sphinx. I like to place a pillow right about here, like below my belly. Okay? So I lie down on the pillow. You see how the pillow is down here below my belly button, okay? So it just helps support my lower back. That's why I do it. I like the support of my lower back. And then you want to be on your forearms nice and strongly, firmly. And legs are nice and straight. You don't want to like point the toes like extremely, but you want them straight. You're not flexing, and you're not having your toes touching inwards. They're just nice and straight, okay? And then you're bending. It's like a cobra pose almost. So Sphinx, think of that Egyptian statue. So we're holding this. And throughout all the poses, you're taking some nice, long, deep breaths, right? Always, always inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And then once in a while, if it feels really good and you feel the need, you exhale through the mouth. Feels good, great, that's fine. But really try to inhale deeply, exhale deeply, okay? And my last pose is, as I said, I was going to talk a little bit about the forward hunching. So this pose is to help prevent that, okay? We want to stretch out of the collarbone, the muscles, the fascia all here, so that we're counteracting the kind of bad habit that we get into, especially with our texting and our looking at our phones and being on the computer. We're hunched over. We want to open that up. You can even, I saw recently that it's a good idea to actually sleep on a pillow beginning at about just a bit lower than shoulder blades, like halfway between shoulder blades and lower back would be the bottom of the pillow, so that you're sleeping with just a little bit of a, not a firm pillow, it would be like a soft kind of very cushiony pillow, and it goes all the way to your head, so your whole back, not your whole back, sorry, but you know where I said the back, and your head is on the pillow. But, and you can sleep like that if you're a back sleeper. So anyways, so this pose is to open up the chest, right? We want to put a pillow. My pillows are very almost flat and soft. So I'm putting 3, but depending on your pillows, you might only need 2. And I have some that will be behind my head. So my head will not be, I won't be straining my neck. My head is going to be almost even with my back, okay? So again, you want the pillows to be starting just a little below the shoulder blades. Again, like halfway between shoulder blades and lower back. And then I just lie here like this. I spread open my arms and I lie here like this. Really feeling the expansion and the opening of the heart, which is also really good. And you see I have my salt lamp here. I always have it on all day. It just helps clean the air in the room. I have it on all day. As soon as I wake up in the morning, it comes on. Okay, so that is my morning yin in bed routine. I hope this has been helpful, and I wish you the best. And another little thing I want to add is I didn't address this, but if you are a spiritual person, you can incorporate your spiritual practice into this morning yin. This is what I do. I like to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get things done. So while I'm resting in these poses, I am also using it as my prayer time. So whatever practice you have, you might want to include that, or it could be a short meditation. You know, you could have separate little different meditations if that's what you're doing. You know, when you're holding it for 5 minutes, do a 5-minute meditation. Then you get into another pose, do another 5-minute meditation. Or maybe it's a meditation and a prayer, and a meditation and a prayer. Now, if you want to start slowly and not do 4 poses, do only 3. Find one that you like. It doesn't have to be the ones that I've shown you, but you should include butterfly and child's pose. Though if you're only going to do 2, those are the 2 I would do, because they both really work the whole body. They oxygenate the organs, and really you can find suppleness in your body. And something I forgot, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that after I do the butterfly pose, I stretch my feet, I bring circulation back into my feet. I do this, flex 0.8 times, because 8 is my favorite number, And then I do circles. So I'm doing this with both feet, circles, 8 circles this way, 8 circles that way. So this brings a lot of good circulation into the legs as well. Anyways, hope that was helpful. Have a great day and see you later.